pick your team members better. You know, if you know what I'm saying? Because if you really, really get on with someone, but they don't run a comedy night, and you can't get anything from it, because some people are really selfish in comedy, they're using you to leverage what they can get from you. Well, that's not a real connection, right? For my advice is to get real connections with people who you genuinely have good energy with, right? If you know someone's a bit of a snake, you shouldn't be hanging around with them. If you can hear them saying bad things about acts behind their backs and not trying to level everyone up, they're on a different frequency. You need to stay away from those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very dangerous game to connect with the wrong people in this industry, is what I feel.
Yeah.
You know, and I people who do the Edinburgh Fringe, I haven't done it myself. It is definitely a target thing for me to do. I'd love to go and do an hour solo show one day, but also the graft involved, and there's other routes now. Like Edinburgh Fringe used to be like the pinnacle, the top tier entry for getting your name out there, but you are sort of self-punishing yourself by doing that. Your energy could be better spent trying to get better gigs in different areas than spending a load of money to be in one place for 1 month and putting yourself through that mental psyche. You know, you could be spending that money traveling to go 2 hours away, 3 hours away, you know, to start building more of a network with real comics. You know, I kind of get the impression that Edinburgh Fringe, it's a bit smoke and mirrors. That's the impression that I get, and it can break people. You know, I would, yeah, I would just tell comics to really don't be hard on themselves. Don't try not to read into everything too much, too deeply. And if someone's pissed you off, try not to spend too much time around that person in an intensified situation like the Fringe. You know, just remove yourself from that situation and take a breather and put your energy into something better.
Okay. I'm going to share a story and I want to see what you think of it.
Okay.
So, I last year there was a particular toxic and dodgy individual which I've blocked on all platforms and I've got rid
Yeah.
of. Um, they messaged me for something last year and I completely ignored them. But then again,
Yeah.
they tried to message me again. The first time I did it, what I should have done, been a bit more polite and have been a bit less abrupt. But they tried getting in contact again.
Right.
This time, I'm not going to say what they did, but I have said on previous podcasts. But the thing is, they've done a lot of things that, for me, crossed the line. And I
Yeah.
felt that if they're going to be dodgy and do some horrendous things over something small, what are they
Yeah.
going to do in the long run? And I
Yeah.
just said to them, look, mate, I'm glad you're doing well. Hope life's good. But you
Yeah.
cross certain lines with me. You said and
Yeah.
done certain things. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I hope it's all
Yeah.
right. That's what I said, and I blocked them and left
Yeah.
it at that. I think
Mate,
that's the best thing
that's
to do.
yeah, that's good. At the end of the day, you're a grown ass man, and you need to set boundaries. Any human being needs to set boundaries if someone's upset them. It's simple as if someone has riled me up the wrong way, I will address it with them. Yeah, and if we disagree, then I will keep them at arm's length. It's as simple as that, you know. If we can make an amicable agreement, when we'll smooth it over and carry on. You know, you just got to be an adult about it. You know, it's easier said than done because comedy can sometimes be really playground and bitchy. You know, the comedy circuit, and it's a shame. It shouldn't be. You know, we really, really should be leveling everyone up, injecting positivity, because everyone's still got the dream of making it as a stand-up, right? People don't just get into doing stand-up for the sake of doing stand-up, right? And if anyone says otherwise, I don't believe them. We are all in this together. You never know who's going to make it as well in this industry. So why burn a bridge? You don't want to burn a bridge. You want to be positively putting energy into people to make them believe that they can make it. That's what I believe. Anyone I speak to, I always give them advice. I always try and big them up, because I believe that any person who's brave enough to get on that stage deserves that mutual respect. It doesn't matter if someone's not very good on the circuit, and but they're still turning up. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you see someone and they're terrible for a year, 3 years, 6 years, whatever. They're still turning up and chasing it. So who the fuck are you to tell them that they're shit and upset them, or sabotage them, or block them from getting a certain gig, or that's not what this is about. We should all be helping each other. But they're also, if they've crossed a line and a boundary, you know, has been, the bridge has been burnt, you can't put that energy into someone like that.
All that effort into trying it is a lot of effort you could do into your set and getting better. But also, yeah, I think keeping your space clean, I feel, is more important than other things. I'd much rather have a clean headspace and clean surroundings than
Yeah,
if they could get me in this bit or that bit.
yeah,
I think the
yeah,
mental energy of dealing with someone that brings a lot of bullshit and nothing good.
yeah, yeah. Oh mate, look, I